What's up, everyone? I'm Zach Chrisman, and welcome to the first episode of When Nerds Rule the World. In this episode, I want to talk about the new Star Wars saga, specifically the bigger picture of it all. Now, ever since The Force Awakens has come out, all we've been talking about is who is Snoke? Who are Rey's parents? We as Star Wars fans are completely obsessed with these two theories, but I'm here to tell you that there is so much more to this new saga. It's my personal belief, based on The Force Awakens, the new canon novels, and the TV shows, that this new saga is all about the unadulterated Force. In Star Wars The Aftermath series, especially Life Debt, it was revealed that the Empire had a secret research base on Jakku that served as a jumping-off point for the Empire's investigations into the unknown regions. Palpatine was essentially trying to find the place where he was drawing his Force powers from. Could there be a place in the galaxy that served as a conduit of the Force? The answer is yes. In the TV series Star Wars The Clone Wars, the Mortis episodes, which, if you haven't seen, you probably should, it is stated that the planet Mortis served as a conduit of the Force itself. In these episodes, the planet was so strong in the Force that it had even overwhelmed the Jedi. I mean, even the frickin' terrain changed as the balance of the Force did. It should also be noted that this place was lit up with tons of kyber crystals. Almost enough to build a planetary death machine? Anyway, on Mortis, there were three almost immortal beings that served as entities of the Force itself. These beings called themselves Force Wielders, different from the term Force User. The daughter served the light side in all of its grace and selflessness, while the son served the dark side in all of its darkness and selfishness. The father, being the guardian of the two, had believed in the true balance of the Force and had even exiled himself and his children on the planet Mortis to protect the galaxy from their influence. These beings were not Jedi or Sith. These were beings that served the unadulterated Force, the Force at its rawest form. Now, the reason I bring all this up is because I don't believe this new saga is about the Jedi or the Sith. I believe it is about the rawest form of the dark side versus the rawest form of the light side, the Force at its purest. It's a fact that through the teachings over the years, the Jedi and Sith have had flaws on both sides. They both suffer from their own strict codes. Goddamn codes. In Episode 7, J.J. Abrams clearly states that Kylo Ren is not a Sith, and I don't think he ever will be, because I don't believe that Supreme Leader Snoke is a Sith. I think he's a servant of the dark side itself. Now, I don't know if he's a Force wielder or was trained by one, but I do know, based on various interviews, that he's been aware of everything that's been going on in the galaxy and that he's been around for a very long time. I believe it's because of his raw knowledge and power that Kylo Ren is so consumed by this darkness that he even rejects any part of him that feels a pull to the light, and would even kill his own father to get that much closer to darkness. Speaking of Kylo Ren, I mean, look at his powers. They're straight ripped off the old Republic games, with the Force stasis, his ability to dig into a mind, and with the wave of his hand, he even makes Rey go unconscious like it was nothing. His training just seems nothing like a Sith at all, or at least what we've seen in the movies and the new canon. Now let's get to Luke. In The Force Awakens and canon, we know that Luke has led a very private life. We know that he searched for Jedi relics, or even things such as Force trees. We also know that he started training a new band of Jedi right around the time Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, turned to the dark side. Since then, Luke had exiled himself on the planet Ahch-To, where the first Jedi temple is, learning and waiting for the right time to come out of exile. Now, if Luke needed more knowledge and training, why wouldn't he just seek more Jedi training from the Force ghosts that seem to follow him around wherever he goes? Well, because I think that when Snoke and his power were revealed to Luke, he realized that it was something of the dark side itself, and needed more information that predated anything Obi-Wan or Yoda could give him. And understandably, any teachings they could give him might not have been enough, or a bit diluted over the thousands of years they were taught. Luke needed to go to the original source. He had to learn the teachings from the first Jedi to help him save the galaxy from darkness. The title for Episode 8 was just announced a little bit ago as Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And in my opinion, that gives more weight to my theory, because I believe Luke is the last Jedi. Luke being the last Jedi, because the next generation will have to become so much more to stop and protect the galaxy from falling into darkness and keep the true balance that is the unadulterated unifying force. This video isn't being made to convince you that everything I'm saying is gonna happen. These are just my thoughts based on the movies and the new canon. But I am hoping that this video will make people stop focusing on lineage and identity and start focusing on the bigger picture. After all, the galaxy's a big place. I'm Zach Chrisman, and this is When Nerds Rule the World. If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube page and follow us on Facebook. Thank you, and stay nerdy.